Pokemon and other video games have been so much fun, especially through childhood to youth here. And I decided, why not put some video game characters into Pokemon? And as you might already know, this video is inspired by United Gamer when he used anime and video game characters and put them into Pokemon. But unlike United Gamer, I am not a code person. So I can't put the video games in the Pokemon game. So I will just be creating ideas for them. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video and don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. The first character we're going to be talking about is Fee from Trails of Cold Steel, recommended by Firefly OM. Now, I have no idea about this game or the character, so Firefly OM kind of helped me out here. She's basically a very fast, but also very strong sweeper. So, basically a sweeper Pokemon. Pretty cool for our first time, I guess. So basically, high attack and high speed with awful defenses, or mediocre. Her typing is dark fighting. I did want to make her a fighting normal because she's human, but Firefly OM told me that she works best at night where it's dark, so she can stealthily sneak up against her opponents. So dark definitely been fitting. And her ability is Strike Back. This is basically their counter in the Trails of Cold Steel games. Because if an enemy hits a hero, but if they miss, then their partner or themselves would attack the enemy instead. So basically, this is its definition. Any hit that misses her will then be attacked back by the same type of what the move was. Let's just say like a rock type move, try to hit Fee, but then misses. Fee will then hit it back with like a rock type slash. That's basically what it is. It's basically like counter, but unlike counter, it doesn't have to take a hit. And obviously, we have to give her custom moves. Her custom moves are Double Shot, a dark type move, and it's special because she's shooting bullets. It's kind of obvious. Anyways, the description is shoots 2 bullets that stun the enemies. So each shot has a chance to stun the enemies, not just the one shot. Next is the Steel X. It's a high crit chance move, plus it gets the Steel Stab. And this is a fighting type move. Yet, if she's going up against a fairy type, it won't be not very effective. It would be super effective because she gets the Steel Stab. Which, now that I think about it, kind of makes her a dark fighting and steel type. But obviously, we have to put Pokemon moves in there, so I ended it with Sword Stance to really ruin someone's days if she can get one of those off, and U-Turn, because she can easily pivot out if things get sticky, just like she does at the nighttime. The next character we're going to be talking about is one of my favorites, and it's from one of my favorite games, and that is Marta from Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. I absolutely love this game. This game was like my childhood, along with Plants vs. Zombies and Angry Birds. Like, it's just such an amazing game. I am so happy that my aunties gave me this game, and I played through the whole thing, obviously with the rest of my siblings, of course. And it was amazing. And one of those amazing characters was Marta. Marta is obviously a fairy fighting type. Because if you haven't played the game, she's basically called the light type. And the light type is basically the fairy type. And the fighting, well, it's a Tails / Trails, I guess, game. And there's a lot of combat and fighting. Her base stat total is going to be 500 with amazing attack and amazing speed, since she can hit and move very fast and really hit hard, which, ouch, that hurts. But the rest of her stats may basically be mediocre at best. Her ability is called Light Warrior, which powers up her and allies' fairy type attacks, so she's really good in double battles. And her moves will be Dancing Swallow, a custom move exactly from the game. Has a 40% chance to flinch the opponent. And yes, I did do research before this, and it actually does have a chance to flinch the opponent. And next is Roaring Phoenix, one of my favorite moves from Marta, which basically gets Fairy Stab because it's a fire type move, plus knocks the enemy off the opponent. This is basically a knockoff, but slightly stronger and more accurate, I guess. It's always 100% accurate. What am I saying? And obviously, we have to add some Pokemon moves, which is Recover because she's a healer, and Double Team to really ruin someone's days if she can get one of those off. The third character we're going to be talking about is Hato, or as she's supposed to be announced, Hu Tao, from Genshin Impact. Now, Hu Tao, or Hato as I mostly prefer to call her, she's one of my favorite characters. Actually, she is my favorite character from Genshin Impact. Look at that. I actually have favorites around here. So yeah, let's make a Pokemon out of her. She's obviously a fire and ghost type Pokemon because it's kind of obvious. Her thing is pyro and she deals with spiritual things. Pretty ghostly vibe. She's basically a chandelier or chandelier. I don't know. Her ability is Fire Spirits, and the definition for that is after every turn, Hato heals 50% of her HP, but every time she is hit with a physical move, she loses one of her spirits and decrease her healing, but can either burn or curse the enemy Pokemon. So basically, if a Pokemon hits Hato or Hu Tao with a physical move, they will get the Fire Spirit. Sure, it will decrease her healing, which is awful, but also they might get either cursed or burned. And that's like a trade-off. It's basically a double-edged sword thing. Her base stat total is only 510, with amazing attack on both sides and average speed but awful defenses. You want to know why? Well, let's just get into the move pool. The first move, another custom move, is called Spirit Shooter. This move gets 40 base points higher every time her HP is lowered. Yes, Hato, a spirit ghost. No, she's not a spirit ghost. She's a ghost hunter. Kind of like Luigi and Pac-Man. Sort of. But anyways, for some reason, she gets stronger every time she loses health. So this move kind of represents it. And yes, it is another move from the Genshin Impact world. Yes, I did research, okay? Thank you. Give me a round of applause. Next is called Blood Blossom. It has a 100% chance to burn every target, even your own. So never use this move when you're in the double battle, unless your Pokemon has guts or something. Obviously, with some Pokemon moves, you have to end with Shadow Sneak for obvious reasons, and Leech Seed because it drains the life out of Pokemon, and she kind of drains the life out of something. We're halfway there, and the next character is Chomper from Plants vs. Zombies. Now, Chomper isn't really a favorite of mine, but ever since the Garden Warfare games came out, oh yeah, definitely OG, one of my favorites. It's a grass poison type because it shoots out poison, and grass type for obvious reasons, it's literally a plant. Its ability is called Venus Catch, increasing biting moves and accuracy and power by 50%. Oh yeah, this thing's literally a powerhouse because it has a base stat total of 580, with incredible attack and decent HP and speed, but awful special attack and defenses. Literally, this thing's supposed to be a powerhouse, yet this thing dies to, like, the easiest things. Probably. It's supposed to be an average character. And its moves, all of them are custom moves, by the way, is Goop slows both opponents by 2 stages and badly poisons them. So, really good in a double battle. Next is Burrow, a one-hit KO move. And because of the Venus Catch increasing the accuracy of it by 50% and adding the 30% on one-hit KO moves, this thing has an 80% chance to hit and a 20% chance to miss. That is devastating. Chomper might have to be banned from Smog on competitive if it was a real Pokemon. Next is Spikeweed. Functions like Protect, but if the opponent's hits Chomp with a physical or special type move, they get trapped for 3 to 5 turns. That means they can't switch out. And I lied. The last one is not a custom move. It's just Crunch, a simple dark type move. I was going to go with Bite, but then Firefly noted that Crunch is more stronger than Bite. And yeah, that's basically it. The next one is Rabbit Luigi from Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle and Sparks of Hope. I absolutely loved this game when it came out. And Rabbit Luigi, my favorite out of the whole cast. So let's make a Pokemon out of him. His typing is normal and psychic. Psychic because he does a lot of magician things and whatever. His ability is... I haven't thought of a name for it. Are you kidding me? Anyways, the definition is increased hit, crit, and special effects by 100% and hits all multi-hits by 100%. Basically, he's gonna be an annoying Pokemon. His moves is Vampire Dash, which steals 100% of the health as much as the damage dealt. Super Barrier, 100% blocks all side effects from moves and reduces 70% of damage dealt to him. Trust me, I did look into this in the Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle and Sparks of Hope website. Please don't hate on me. And next is the Disruptor. Because in the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, he has this weapon called the Disruptor because he's a disruptor. And everyone clicked off the video. Great. Anyways, this hits up to 5 to 15 times and has a chance to crit. And with his ability, it's always going to crit and it's always going to hit all 15 times, which also might be a banned Pokemon from Smog on competitive. And next is the one with a fourth custom move is called Weakened. Weaknesses the enemies by 40% of their physical attack. So very good for physical attackers, not special attackers. And his base stat total is 500 with amazing speed and HP, but awful everything else. Last but not least is Shadow the Hedgehog, a dark and electric type. Dark, very obvious. Electric, not so obvious, but in the Sonic movie, Sonic generates electricity, and since Shadow's basically Sonic, it's possible in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, he's also able to generate electricity, which makes sense. Also, fighting type could have worked, but I already had 2 fighting types, and that wouldn't really be cool, and it would just be original. I want to go unoriginal, you know? His ability is called the Ultimate Life Form. Basically, that means all moves are neutral to him. It's not multi-scale. No. Even if he takes damage and goes below 50% health, he will still take neutral damage to everything. He is our pseudo-legendary with a 600 base stat total and 80 in every stat except for speed, which is 200. And his moves are Chaos Control for obvious reasons, and it makes Shadow move twice every turn and ends at 3 to 5 turns. But if he was holding the Light Clay, he would be moving twice for 8 turns. That's ridiculous. Next is Chaos Blast. Hits everyone on the battlefield, and it's a 100% accurate one-hit KO move. And if any of them survive, then Shadow needs to cool down for 2 turns. Yes, you heard me right. A 100% accurate Chaos Blast one-hit KO move that KOs everyone, even his partner. Yeah, Shadow is a ruthless hedgehog. Next is Chaos Boost. Basically an Omni Boost, boosting all of his stats by 3 stages. Yes, he gets 3 stages because he's the ultimate life form, okay? Deal with it. And his last move is Teleport, because he can teleport around. You know, I just like how I went so crazy with his custom moves that the last move I just gave him is Teleport. That's so funny. Thank you guys so much for watching my ideas of video game characters into Pokemon. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm doing all of this in one take. That's why there's a lot of pauses and a lot of breathtaking. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Nonetheless, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really is appreciated and it helps me a lot. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, painters.